Hi guys, this is Aude and in today's video I would like to talk about romance scams. Something that is bound to happen to anyone who is surfing the wild west of internet dating. They want to regulate crypto, your health and everything else under the sun, but online dating remains vastly unregulated. And so it is really up to you to protect yourself and be aware of the many pitfalls you need to avoid when searching for love online, if indeed there is such a thing. I recently helped a client to make sense of what was happening to her and unmask her Romeo before any real damage had happened. And it's quite uncanny because this happened while the #1 streaming movie on Netflix in the UK was The Tinder Swindler. Anyway, so hence today I've decided to talk about love and manipulation and go through the red flags and signs that you may be catfished. Actually, pretty much the same flag that will play in presence of any fraudster. So I want to keep this video short as possible. So today I will only concentrate on the red flag. Next week we'll go through more what is happening inside of you, because we always have a part to play. It's very easy to blame the fraudster and to be judgmental, but whenever something happened to you, you invited it, at least subconsciously, so to speak. So next video, this is what we are going to see, but for now, the red flags. Red flag #1, love bombing. Suddenly you're being courted, complimented like there's no tomorrow. And the guys make you feel that it's just discovered a raw diamond overlooked by everyone else. Well, even if you know that Casanova is a bit on the extreme, there is always a part, and in all of us, that is yearning for some validation, appreciation, wanting to fit in. He's really playing on this. And the degree of such yearning will condition your vulnerability to the fraudster. In other words, your potential to fall for such a scam is proportional to your attachment to living a romantic story and to be sensitive to the validation that you are receiving. Just have a little bit common sense. Somebody that hardly know you has very little chance to appreciate you for who you are. The person has something to sell you. Okay, I don't want to be over negative, but love bombing always comes with an agenda. Setting the scene. So the scammer will set a whole scenario. Usually he's wealthy, he's in a good situation, he courts you, he treats you like a princess, and even if he does not do anything concrete, there's no action yet, he will go into an endless narrative of something that makes you dream, that makes you go away with your imagination. That can be luxurious vacations. There's a kind of a happy ever after future, and even before there is any presence. It's really all about alleviating the burden of your life and drawing the light at the end of the tunnel. You are slowly relaxing into a world of wondrous safety, free of problems, and yes, pretty much you let go of your guard and distress and thinking, oh wow, okay, I could get used to that. It will be smart enough to show you that you deserve it. And this is the ultimate manipulation to get you to accept all the scenario, all the beauty, all the compliment and everything, that it is effectively happening to you for once, like in a movie, because you deserve it. It's giving you a reason. And a reason that maybe you didn't give yourself, so, you know. But if it's good to be true, then it probably is. Again, think about a salesman who is working to get you to buy into the product, him. He will boast all of the qualities, and indirectly, it's all about the projection of the kind of life you could have together, of course. He will promise you all kinds of benefits. So you are slowly falling into the savior archetype. Again, your propensity to buy into the savior is directly connected to your belief that you need somebody outside yourself to do this. And I'm not saying that you need to do everything alone. No, we all need support. You're your main backbone. You don't need somebody to take you where you want to go. On another level, conveying an image of abundance is also to reassure you for what's to come, whether it is asking for money, sex, or dragging you along. He is preying, and I'm sorry to say, my friend, he is preying on your little gold digger side. And maybe this is an aspect of yourself that you need to reconcile with. Just saying. Third red flag, uncertainty and confusion. And this is a part where you have to reconnect with yourself also and how you feel about it, because it's all about destabilization. You have no time to breathe. Suddenly you receive a ton of texts, sometimes phone conversation, and all of these create the illusion of a connection. You have no time to think. You are excited to have this new connection. It takes space in your life. And you have no time to reflect. You're in a state of constant psychological pressure leading to an addiction. Okay? So you think about him, about her, upon waking up and when you go to bed. This is somebody you've never met, okay? So I would say calm down. This tells more about a pattern in yourself than about the story itself, because you're getting addicted, as mentioned. So I would say stop everything, disconnect, meditate. When you are in this state of confusion and destabilization, it's massive red flag. I think it's the biggest. There is nothing logical or meaningful in having somebody you hardly know taking that much space in your life. It just shows you, point the finger at something in your life that you need to address, okay? And it creates a false sense of intimacy, and this is a trap. Number 4, they are reluctant to meet and sometimes to be on a call, but not always. And they come up with the most extraordinary stories to justify why they can't actually see you. And that can be the accident of a loved one, the stroke of a stepfather, I don't know. And this is very manipulative too, because somehow you feel guilty to have some doubts about something so serious. You feel guilty of being not understanding. But just because you would not lie about that kind of thing doesn't mean that others would not. People lie all the time. They lie all the freaking time about anything. Just look at the collective. Look at politics nowadays. They have huge lies all over. So accept and entertain the idea that people can lie about anything, even the death of a loved one. What they say do not matter until you can measure their action to their words. So never attach to any words. Doesn't count at all. Absolutely at all. And the love and the illusion you can have, nothing counts until it can be measured to the action. Just like in politics, it's the same. Okay? Never ever believe anybody. And I'm not saying to disbelieve everyone, but just take a step back and observe. And maybe they're sincere, they're wonderful, but maybe they're not. Finally, connect to your uneasiness. Is there something off? Do you feel out of balance or anxious after some of the communications or lack thereof? Something strange about a cancellation. Forget about being paranoid, intense, needy, and blaming yourself for not being understanding in front of the excuses, or just feeling weird. And if you share this feeling and you being selfish or you being needy, just forget, because this is a blaming game. All right? It is exactly like being called a conspiracy theorist for asking questions. Come on, connect with yourself. So don't forget that probably I'll try to make it next week. I will go through the issue from the victim point of view so that you take the right steps to avoid falling this. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribe to that channel. Then you will be notified. I don't post regularly. It's completely free and you can opt out whenever you want. Okay, thank you. Bye.